Hey guys, it's FifaRalle here and welcome to episode 49 of Let's FIFA 17, and we are back into the Weekend League in this episode. It will be about 2 minutes into the video we start playing the Weekend League, because first off I completed the Marquee matchups which were released last week sort of alongside with the international break. So I just decided to complete these. I think it was like 20 to 30,000 coins to sort of get all the players into the squads. It was not too expensive compared to sort of the packs you get back. You get some players packs, you get some you get a mega pack for completing all of them. So not too expensive. The only like real expensive players were the Costa Ricans. I think it was only one I actually picked up, or maybe two, but they cost a fair bit. But overall, it was not too expensive to complete all 4 sets of squads. And with that, I got 5 packs to open up. There's consumable pack, a mega pack, premium gold players pack, an electrum a players pack, and a jumbo gold pack. I start off with the jumbo gold pack, and in that one I didn't really get anything too good. I didn't really expect it either. So yeah, just a bunch of non-rare players that will be sent to the transfer list, and then a bunch of consumable items I decided to send to the club. Next pack I decided to open up was the rare consumables pack, which actually was a pretty good pack, to be fair. 3 squad fitness cards and a healing card, as well as some position modifiers. Definitely something that is useful when you play the Weekend League. And then we moved on to the sort of real players packs. Baldidiao in the Electrum pack, and not really anything too amazing, but the striker from Allsvenskan actually went for 5,000-6,000 coins. Not too sure why that was. There's no squad building challenges around him, but he was quite expensive. Next pack, I did get Verratti, and it doesn't go for too much despite being 85 rated, but still this pack will give me a little bit over 10,000 coins back. Definitely not too bad. I was happy about picking up Verratti there. And finally we had the Mecha pack, and in that one we get another 85 rated player, this one from the Premier League in Maris, and he sells for around 10,000 coins. So after sort of having sold, after I sold on all these players, I pretty much made my coins back, which I spent on building the squads. But at the same time, I also got a lot of consumable items to my club in squad fitness, player healing, contracts and stuff like that, position modifiers, a couple of chemistry styles. So basically we pretty much broke even, I suppose, on the coins sort of used, but we got a lot of consumable items into our club, which are quite useful for the Weekend League, and that is what we're jumping into right now. So first game we're playing with our Lacazette and Griezmann squad, and in the next episode I will be changing it up slightly, but for sort of the first matches I played of the Weekend League, I decided to roll out with that team. And my first opponent had a nice little squad. He had Lacazette as a center mid, which might actually work out as sort of a box-to-box center mid, as he got the high work rates, he got decent passing and stats all around, and maybe that's a place I should try him out in the future perhaps. But anyways, I went up 1-0 in this match, and then in the final like 5 minutes of the match he scored 2 goals and won it. And up until that stage I felt we played pretty alright, and then it just came crumbling down when we conceded the first goal, unfortunately. So I lost my first match of the Weekend League. Not the ideal start, but we jumped into the next match, and here we would find Lacazette on through. He'll bring us into the lead and sort of make us bounce back. But then Balotelli, which we used in our past Weekend League we played, and as you can see they're very strong, and I couldn't get him off the ball. He scored and went into a penalty shootout. And this was going to be a very intense shootout, because with the run-ups you can sort of fake it like he did there, act like you're shooting to the left. You get like the over-exaggerated step up and that kind of stuff, and he knew about that stuff as well. So it was a bit of a mind game, because we did I guess both of us did a lot of fakes on our run-ups and where we're going to go with our shots. And starting off, we both missed our shots, and then we managed to score. And on my third shot I got saved, and he would step up with Renato Sanchez as well, which I just missed with, and he would put it into the back. A very slow reaction for me there. Bad goalkeeping there, I suppose. Next up is Griezmann to step up, and he would save yet another shot from me. So at this stage it was not looking good. I missed 3 out of 4 penalties, and he would at least miss his next shot, or we would save it to give us a bit of hope, because I believe if he had scored that one, he would have won the shootout. Kante steps up and he would get me a goal, and again I believe I have to save this shot, else he will be winning this shootout. He steps off with boot to boost, and we will save it, and thus it goes into sudden death shootout. It is Nangolan to step up for us to see if we can bring us into the lead, and then I managed to miss it. And yet again, I would have to save the penalty if I didn't want to lose the shootout, and yet again, we managed to stop him from scoring a goal. So 3 saves in a row, keeping us in this penalty shootout, and it was short to step up, and he would bury that, put the pressure back on my opponent for once. Now he had to score if he wanted to win the game. Ben Arfa to step up for the shot, and he would bury it in the left-hand side. So a very intense shootout at this stage. We missed more than we scored, I believe. It is Smalling to step up here, and he would luckily score. My opponent did dive to the right side there, and yet again we put the pressure back over on him, and he needs to score to go on into the next sort of shootout part of the shootout, but we managed to save it and we won the penalty shootout. One of the most intense shootouts I've played, but it was a game I should have won before we went into penalty shootouts. I had so many chances, but I didn't take them. Nonetheless, I did get my first win of the weekend league, and after that I did a bit of a mistake, because at this stage I was thinking should I change up the team, and I was like going around the menus, and then when I jumped into my next match I actually went into a Division 1 match. A bit of a mistake. I didn't plan on playing Division 1 at this stage. He scored off a free kick. I brought it even in the 89th minute, and then I thought, okay, we're going to get a draw, and then Son just running right through my defense, couldn't stop him, and he would make it 2-1. And well, once we get back into playing Division 1, well, we have a pretty bad start. Nothing new in that, I suppose. We just keep on dropping points in Division 1, so yeah, a little bit frustrated with that loss, and you might have seen my Elgato acting up a little bit here as well. Not too sure why that was. Anyways, after that, jump back into the weekend league to continue playing there, and we got on the ball here with Lacazette playing it on to Griezmann. Griezmann with the turn, and he goes into the box, stops up, and somehow I managed to get a goal there. Thought it was offside, it was not, and that was pretty much what decided this match. 1-0 at the 90th minute. We on 2 wins, 1 loss so far in the weekend league. Next opponent, BPL squad. It got Mkhitaryan and Martial. I believe it was Lukaku up top, and Martial started off with a powerful shot there to make it 1-0, and it got worse. I couldn't really get rid of the ball here. Kante picks it up. He plays it on through to Lukaku, and he just smashed everything in there on the right foot of Lukaku as well to make it 2-0. And then I think this was after a corner. I got Smalling on the ball up here, and I just shielded the ball, found some space, passed on to Dembele, sort of replicating Zlatan when he sort of, I suppose, created that pass, a skill which got added into the game. The nutmeg pass there, we made it 2-1, but my opponent got a goal, made it 3-1, and we were just trailing by 2 goals, and then somehow Company getting me a goal back in the 66th minute, 80th minute. We're pushing on, seeing to get back into the game. Substituted Costa with a beautiful shot, top corner, making it 3-3. What a shot that was. And yeah, then in the 89th minute, Kante on the ball to Costa, Costa up to Son to Sanchez, Sanchez onto Griezmann, and a cheeky pass to Kante, who seals the deal, makes it 4-3 in the 90th minute, and we win yet another game in the weekend league. So 3 wins, 1 loss, and my next opponent, again a BPL squad here, and I couldn't quite get the ball off my opponent in this match. Like, it just bounced back to him. Jesus to get a goal there to make it 1-0, and in the 63rd minute he broke on through here. We managed to tackle him. It will fall to Jesus, some random bounces, 2-0, and that was the match. He had 3 shots, and 2 of them were the goals he scored, but I couldn't really score my chances either. So unfortunately I lost there, and yeah, now we were sitting on 3 wins, 2 losses. Next opponent, again, BPL squad. And yeah, it's Kante on the ball here, playing it on through to Griezmann, to Ben Arfa, and back to Kante. Stops up with a fake shot there, and we get quite lucky in the end. Ben Arfa there getting the rebound, and we make it 1-0. And then I don't think this was a rage quit. I just think my opponent lost connection, but nonetheless, it gave us another victory, giving us our 4th win in the weekend league. I suppose we were playing pretty alright in that match. We kept our opponent to 0 shots in the first 30 minutes. And then the next opponent, and the final opponent of this episode, again, BPL squad, player of the month, Ali and Kane there. And he would start off with a goal by Coutinho in the beginning of the game. But then the 67th minute, we played on through to Griezmann, get a goal back, and bring ourselves even in this match. But then in the 89th minute, Zaha on a run, in behind my defense, and what a shot that was to win my opponent in the match. So unfortunately, we lost that one, and that is going to be where we end off this episode. of Let's FIFA 17. It was fair enough, my opponent won that last match. I didn't create too much against him. So, yeah, we're sitting on 4 wins at this stage. We'll have a bunch more games in the next episode as well. And that is going to be the end here. Thank you very much for watching. I'll talk to you guys later.